had a fantastic 7-week trip this year. Here are a few highlights.
I'm looking for what they call church bells. I like that expression when I heard it, church bells. That's what I'm looking for. Let the church bells ring. Because these machines are so sophisticated and powerful. You know, it just wants to be taken for a walk. It's just like your puppy. Just like walking your dog. Sound like a nice piece of gold. Look at these rocks coming up. Beautiful big rocks. Yeah, she's out. She's out. Let's see what it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, that's a nice piece. Look at that little chunk. Yeah, what's that weigh? Half ounce? Clean that up. That's going to be the second best piece.
Welcome to Prospecting 101 for gold nuggets in Australia. G'day, I want to help you find big gold nuggets too. Okay, let's pick up where we left off. I had just discovered a gold nugget in a new area.
The gold seemed to be on this edge here, just as broken country. So, went for another walk. And yep, I got a piece. Got a little piece here. It's got a bit of ironstone in it.
Eureka! I've just found the first piece of gold in a new area.
Oh, 1.3. I found some old dry blows here. We'll go have a look at these. I saw this and I thought, oh, somebody's been over here raking. But when I actually walked through here, that these are old dry blows. This is where they dug. That's off the classifier, that little pile of rocks. Looks like they like this reef here. That was fairly deep, probably a little costine maybe. Some deep dry blows. So I'd have to say that they've walked through here and inspected a piece of gold. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a dry blow patch. These are mostly all shots. I mean, you can see one here, there's one there. You know, this one's fairly distinct. You had a shot over there. Another deep shot here by this creek. You know, just testing the area. You know, there's some fairly pronounced tracks here, so obviously detectives have been in here. But what's important for us is that there's gold here. You know, the old timers, they wouldn't do all this work, you know, trying to get fit. They would have found gold. They would have specced the nugget. So this is information that we use. We plot this on the map and we see how it ties in and we try to form a strike.
Gold strike. See how the gold follows the geology? Get on that line and you will find gold.
A strike that we can work and chase, and that's what we're doing. And yesterday we found our first piece of gold, and we're moving camp to that spot right now. So let's go move our camp. Okay, it's about 9:30. Well, actually before 10. And I moved camp. This is my new camp. I've got a nice skidgy tree again. I've got a nice skidgy tree for the afternoon sun. We've camped, everything's set up, kitchen. I've raked the ground, got the big rocks out of the way. fridge is going, and the ground looks pretty good. Well, this is where I found that nugget, over there in that quartz. If you can see that. Quartz and ironstone, this is where they meet. This is like the contact. And you can see it on the satellite imagery. This is a country that's broken. But it feels good to move.
Remember that I told you in episode 4 that I found perhaps the camp of the prospectors that put in those dry blow shots.
I think it's always nice when you find, you know, some links to the old timers. We're not far away. We're about 40 meters away from that dry blow patch. And just walking through yesterday, I've seen a couple cans. One can, you know, its detector went off a bit in here. And I was trying to work out if they had a tent or, you know, they just swagged it out. See another can here. You know, I don't know, probably there's a few more cans around. I don't see where they had a tent, but you know, probably just enjoyed the shade here. There's another can. A small can, maybe like a milk can or something. You know, you feel their spirit, because we're basically trying to do the same thing. Find gold. Cameras, GPS, you know, we got all the mod cons, and those poor guys, they had to walk it from Perth or wherever. They had a sniff. They knew the gold was here. I see there's an eagle's nest. We found gold around Eagle's Nest. I don't know why, maybe because the tallest tree in the area. So that might indicate that the ground's very deep. And of course the gold's always trying to get to the lowest part. That looks like a remnant of an eagle nest. See the ants? This is always an indicator for me. Ants. Means there's a lot of magnetism. You know? Look how they got their antennas. It looks like it's fallen over, huh? It's fallen over and broken in half. And they've resurrected it. But yeah, there's quite a few. Look, there's one. There's another one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's another one. So, just another tool, another indicator to help. Okay, this is the day that we're all waiting for. We all wait for. Just walking through this, you know, it's not very reefy, but it's a good mix of quartz ironstone. So I do have a number here. It's 250 parts per trillion, and I think it's 150 meters through that big creek. So what are we doing? Well, we got a signal here, and I dug it out as much as I could. I thought I better get my camera and I better get my camera and we better documentate this in case it's a really big one. All right, let's get set up.
Okay, we're just on the cusp of the big discovery. Please come back for episode 6. There will be heaps of gold found then. If you appreciate my efforts, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. The more popular a video, the more YouTube's algorithms show it to others. Thanks and cheerio, P101.